Hello YouTube and welcome back once again for the finale here to our Talladega race weekend, as it is chase race number 6 in season number 5 of the Coke Vanilla Cup Series. As we are past the halfway point, last week saw the conclusion to the longest active winless streak in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series, and now the record for the longest winless streak in the series history. So next up to try and break that would be Seth Cole, but it was Jean Sanford who was victorious last week. She is not in the field this week, as is a COT race. Qualifying was set based on the NASCAR rulebook because it was rained out, and so it's set by owners' points first and foremost, which puts Jonathan Zorline on the pole alongside Chris Louvier, the points leader. Dylan Young and Chris Washer in row 2, with Tristan Wilhoit, Charles Jackson in row 3. Bill Brack Jr. and Mark George in row 4. Henry Sanford and Sam Young are in row 5. And row number 6 is Vince Almarigo and Tim Randolph, the conclusion to the owner's chase. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Steven.
We lost Zach. You got pulled out of the booth. Anyways, the last two races we saw only one crash, so we're due for a big one. Last year at the championship final, we saw a lot of wrecks. So we'll see how the new COT cars race. Steve Pollard could be a threat. He's starting in the back, and everybody goes back to fourth. We'll see how Steve does in this race. Going to be very interesting. Didn't have a lot of practice with these new cars. We'll see how people do it. Our final row is DeLello and Anderson, but look for some of the guys to make some moves, and we could see our first big wreck of the weekend because it's getting down to crunch time, and 11 guys can leave here as the points leader.
As command was just given while Steven was finishing his thoughts, as technically, yes, 11 people could leave here as the points leader, although one of them is tied with one of them is 148 points back of Chris Louvier, which means that Louvier would have to finish dead last, and that driver would have to win the race and lead the most laps. So Chris Louvier comes in as the points leader, though, over Chris Washer, who's 66 points back. It's 67 back to Dylan Young. Will Hoyt is 93 back, and Charles Jackson rounds out the top 5, 98 back. He's tied with Mark George. Rest of the top 12, the rest of the standings for the chase grid coming in. It is Bill Brack Jr., Henry Sanford, Steve Pollard, Sam Young, Vince Almarigo, and Tim Randolph. As onboards they will carry, they're actually all up here at the front, so we'll just go backwards, basically. Starting with the Chevy onboard of Chris Louvier. Whoops. Never mind, we can't go back, I guess. Chris Washer is carrying the Kellogg's onboard Camry.
No Pepsi on board.
Will Hoyt, the Ford onboard. Bill Brack Jr., the Toyota onboard. Charles Jackson, the Dodge onboard camera. Mark George, the Havoline onboard camera. Henry Sanford, the Burger King onboard camera. And actually the only one that isn't up here. Steve Pollard carrying the Camping World onboard camera for this one.
It was very interesting. And Zorline is up there. In fact, he is the owner by 2 measly points. He's the owner points leader.
Yeah, by 2 points over Chris Louvier coming in, and that is what got Jonathan Zorline the pole for this race. Although, granted, it's the one race of the year where you really don't care about getting the pole.
So, yeah.
As actually, I am forgetting what the race sponsor of this one was. Great. As the pace car pulls off, leaving field under control of the Mac Tools Ford. And we are set to go racing for 38 laps here from Talladega. There's the line, and we are green.
Yep. Charles Jackson pulling out a line right there.
So were a few other people. Mary Shelley back there, one of the Red Bull cars, so most likely Matt Dixon.
Like I mentioned in the early broadcast, we've seen someone try to make that in wreck, so we'll see if they can make it in this corner.
Well, so far they haven't wrecked yet this weekend, and these guys going a little bit slower. I don't think they're going to be all that likely to wreck in the first lap. So
this race is
so good.
This race is called the Blue Hope 500.
Thank you. I knew it was a 500-mile thing. I just don't remember what the actual race sponsor was.
And get your pop.
Clear.
Get your pop. Oh God, that was a force.
That was forced in there. They're 4 wide right now. They're 4 wide in the back as well.
This race is going to be 45 minutes, so get your popcorn ready. It's going to be crazy. 5 bonus points to the 0-1 right there. That's not what the field wanted to see.
As Fitzwater falls towards the back.
Oh, look at this craziness up there for the lead. Everybody just
Vince
shocking it.
Almorego's in a 4 wide scenario right now. Jessica Shelton as well. They're going to be 4 wide, 2 rows deep almost coming off turn number 2.
And remember, Louvier won the truck race too, so he's got some momentum on his side.
Oh, they're banging. They're wrecking.
Jack James is
Steve
involved.
Pollard somehow, Robert Pollard somehow got through that.
Well, maybe not.
I just like to point out how, I'm not sure quite how Robert Pollard got through that wreck.
I don't know either. As Delana Bohemian breaking up the chase grid up here, as everybody is jockeying for position hard.
As they're racing back to the caution flag, it will be Chris Louvier leading under the caution over Mark George.
Tim Randolph third. They needed that. Stephen Paul third up to ninth. He started in the back.
And worth mentioning, with Louvier leading a lap, that already means that Vince Almorgo cannot leave here as the points leader. And there's another spinner. It's Chris Washer.
Steve Paul's gonna get plowed. No, he didn't. Oh God. Oh Lord Jesus.
And these guys are plowing.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
God.
and Christopher Pierce runs into the 88.
And whoa, my God, Fitz.
Well, and part of this is because now Chris Washer's having to try and get back up to where he was in line.
33's got hood damage, it looks like.
He crossed the line in 24th.
And there goes the championship hopes.
Jonathan Zorline's on the apron.
Ah, damn it.
Looks like damage to the front, to the nose of the 7 car.
The 33's got nose damage too, if I can see. Is that nose damage?
I think it is. I think you're seeing correctly.
Shit.
And here comes everyone down the pit lane. So we'll take a look at the pit stops and then take you back to see what happened to bring out the caution for the first time today.
Tim Randolph, 4 tires, it looks like. Yep.
At least right sides. Just right sides. Oh, in trouble.
Oh. Nice job, Charles. Nice.
Matt Dixon with damage to the right side of his Toyota.
Yeah, he got involved in the wreck right there. Oh God, this is
Mark
nice.
George coming out. Steve Pollard's still trying to go into his pit.
This is the Irwindale 2.0.
And Amy Shelley is first off pit lane.
Good pit stop for them.
So with that, let's take a look back at what happened. And we're back. Here's what happened to bring out the yellow for the first time today. Amazingly enough, it wasn't the 4 wide situations that you see up in front of them. No, it was this 3 wide.
Yeah, slight damage down into the field, just taking everybody out. Robert Pollard needs a new pair of
Henry
pants.
Williams. Actually,
Oh my God.
collided with that wall pretty good.
Robert Pollard, like I said, needs a new pair of pants.
Yeah, this happened right in front of him. Too bad that the 98 did not have one of our onboards today.
So yeah, everybody just getting involved in the chain reaction, running so close together.
Sanford also does a good job of being able to miss it.
Just the good old boys. Oh,
A little
contact.
bit of contact there, but I mean that's all fair. We're good. And so underneath the caution, though.
What did the 33? Oh, the 5 got turned.
Unfortunately, none of our onboards were back there at the time. So right now, so far, no onboards. So depends kind of what happens here at the 5. So we're looking.
Yeah, Steve Paul's got the nose damage right there.
Kev's
So
gonna
he
come down into Chris is gonna come down into Kev. Oh, and that's where Zorline gets his damage. Patterson just barely misses it.
So that's where Steve hit. I think Steve hit the back.
Steve's gonna. Yeah, Steve hit the back of the 5. or the side of it or something. Oh no, he ran into the back of, actually, ironically enough, the 29.
Damn it, Reed Sorensen.
So Steve actually ends up running into his own teammate, and with that, let's get you back to the restart. And we are back. Jonathan Zorline, the owner's points leader, retires out of the race after that last incident, as well as Kev Shear and Christopher Pierce. So down to 39 runners in this race. Amy Shelley, first off pit lane. We're not quite sure what the strategy call was on the 12. Chris Louvier with 2 tires is in second. Mark George, Tim Randolph, Dylan Abrahamian, Stephen Paul III, Vince Almarego, Tristan Wilhoit, Bill Bragg Jr., Mohammed Zain Abdullah, the top 10. Preston Plord, Cole Deaver, Levi McIntyre, Seth Cole, Will Lewis, Sam Young, Kyle Matthews, Sky Commons, Henry Sanford, and Zach Rogers, the top 20. William Duncan, Brian Patterson, Dylan Young, Jessica Shelton, Charles Sanford, Jack James, Charles Jackson, Samet Ozkan, Robert Pollard, Steve Pollard with no hood is 30th. Zachary Fitzwater, Zachary DeLello, Mary Shelley, James Qualls, Henry Williams, Matt Dixon, Max Anderson, Joshua Osborne, and Chris Washer, the lead lap cars in this one.
Now, see how Amy can do if she took no tires. To see how the track is repaved, so there shouldn't be any problems.
Keyword, shouldn't.
Yeah, as we've seen Patterson, that's different track, different surfaces. Patterson on old tires is able to hang on to second, so we'll see how Amy can do on this restart.
And pace car pulls off, leaving the field under control of the Mobile One Dodge for Penske Racing. The lone Penske car in the race today, as Alexander Rowe and Johnny Garner both DNQing due to the way that the rules are set up for the field. And we are back to racing here at Talladega.
Tim Randolph was ready.
And again, remember, they had to go up there because you can't make a move to the left before the line. And Delano Rahimian able to time that move perfectly.
It really did, as the field kind of spread out a little bit till they get full song.
Yep, takes them about a lap or so to get up to full speed.
And so everybody kind of getting into the pack together. Some of the damaged cars thinning out back there.
Mm-hmm. So here comes Mark George, one of the chasers, looking for 5 bonus points.
Stephen Paul III, Abrahamian looked for his first career win, the 6th.
Is there someone on the apron? I thought I saw someone almost on the apron. I guess not. Okay. So they're going to be 3 wide for the race lead. Stephen Paul III throws it in there.
Yep, good move by Paul. He wanted
and it will be George, though, leading the lap.
So he's coming up through the field. Wow, he just blocked Caterpillar Nightmare here.
As, yeah. 4 wide once again. Thinking they can make it work. They get down to 3 wide, though, down the back. Oh, never mind. No, they don't. They're trying to wreck.
They saved it. They did.
Around.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Dylan Young's been in and up, and over goes Will Lewis.
Oh, God. The second pack's going to be major plows.
Kyle Matthews is in it in the 48.
Henry Williams through the grass.
As Will Lewis comes to rest on his roof.
And who plows back to the yellow?
As Stephen Paul III will lead us underneath the caution.
And actually, Caterpillar will lead us back underneath the caution. This race, the Blue Hope 500 is sponsored by Caterpillar.
Cole Deaver third, McIntyre, George, Randolph.
Now they're gonna have to be careful here. Remember what we seen last time.
Louvier up here, he's running well. You know, that might have been that sound that Zach heard.
I have an air horn app, so.
Nice. And looking back here, it looks like they'll make it through.
Yeah, somehow,
so
wow.
Let's take a look at what happened to put Will Lewis through a wild ride here at Talladega. And we're back. Here's what happened. Chris Louvier's in the middle there. They are 4 wide. Contact is made. And then they're trying to save it. Ebrahimi makes contact with the 6. Zain Abdullah ends up in the 07. And it's Dylan Young hitting him hitting Will Lewis into the 6 of Abrahamian that actually puts the O7 up on his
Oh,
roof.
Ozcon, oh my god, 21 got damages to the wreck up there.
And then the O7 goes for a barrel roll down the back straightaway.
Henry Williams, oh, what are you doing? 7 car got turned up. The 21 got hit the wall pretty significant, right? She got a lot of damage.
So Dylan Young, let's...
There was a secondary wreck up there I seen.
It would not surprise me.
The 1 car, that's gonna be a day done for them. And Seth Cole got hit by the 14 up there. That's a secondary wreck. See Seth right there gets turned right there, and Jess gets turned by William Duncan over there. Nowhere to go. This Kyle Matthews.
Shelton actually hits the 48 of Kyle Matthews as he was spinning.
Yeah, Kyle's last year winner here. Looking like it won't be a repeat this year.
Not a good race for Hendrick Motorsports, as all 4 of their cars now have had issues today.
Ozcon driving it through the grass, thinning it.
Yeah. So with that, let's take some onboards and get you back to the restart. Onboard, Henry Sanford.
Nice miss.
And finally, onboard, Charles Jackson.
All the Evernham cars right there.
And we are back. Will Lewis and Dylan Young, the only retirees out of that last incident. Stephen Paul III and Bill Bragg Jr., the 2 Caterpillar Bill Davis Racing Toyotas, are leading the field. The 3rd Bill Davis car DNQing because of the way the rules were set up. Or the way the field was set, I should say. Cole Deaver is 3rd, Levi McIntyre, Mark George, Tim Randolph, Amy Shelley, Vince Almarego, Chris Livier, and Henry Sanford, the top 10. Preston Plord, Mohammed Zainadullah, Zach Rogers, Samet Ozcon, William Duncan, Charles Sanford, Zachary Fitzwater, Robert Pollard, Jack James, Sky Commons, top 20. Charles Jackson, Mary Shelley, Matt Dixon, Steve Pollard, James Qualls, Max Anderson, Chris Washer, Henry Williams, Joshua Osborne, Tristan Wilhoit, Delon Abrahamian, Brian Patterson, Jessica Shelton, Sam Young, Kyle Matthews, Seth Cole, and Zachary DeLello. Worth mentioning that I think it was 30th here on back hit underneath that yellow.
Yeah, so now it looks like the pack a little spread out. We could see fuel mileage come into play, or we could see another wreck.
Well, we could. Depends on what their fuel mileage is like. We saw them pit very early on due to that early incident, so would not be out of the realm of possibility that they might not be able to make it on fuel. As the pace car pulls off once again, we're set to go racing for the 3rd time here today. Maybe 3rd time's the charm, as this time Stephen Paul III will lead us down to the green flag.
Nice and
And
steady.
we are green once again. Great restart there for the 22, but gets it a little bit too well as he can't make the move to the line. Now he does, and he makes it to the outside of all things.
The Italian stallion, Stephen Paul III, up here leading.
That's going to open the door for Cole Deaver now for 2nd.
Yep,
Levi to battle for 13th in points. He came in this one 14th in the owners, and he was actually 15th in drivers because Shelton actually did pass the 8 in drivers, and Zorline was 13th. So that said, Zorline obviously going to take a hit in the drivers and owners points. So
Henry Sanford also snapped a losing streak this season. He's trying to get up for a 2nd win this year.
As Mark George now the 3rd, Stephen Paul the 3rd. It's been a while since he's won on the. Oh, never mind.
He won in South Boston. Cole Deaver won at the last SS track at Pigs Creek, so he's got some momentum on his side.
You know, it still technically has been a little while since South Boston.
Yep. A few races.
Preston Ford now going for 3rd there on Henry Sanford. Here comes the points leader, though, Chris Louvier in that 01 U.S. Army Chevrolet.
And caused the last wreck, nevertheless.
Field already breaking up a little bit up just even at the front. Zachary DeLello is off the pace in the 49. Washer, hard to tell back here because these guys all do have a pack. Steve Pollard is falling back. He was 27th, now is running in the 33rd position.
Yep. Now the only thing that he has to hope is that he can there's no cost, so he can make it on fuel.
And that other people can't. Yeah, that 33 definitely off the pace. Oh, in trouble! Robert Pollard has blown up.
Shenanigans.
Second straight day that a Dodge car has had issues.
Yep, that's unfortunate.
Actually, both days it was an Evernham car too.
It looks like we're gonna go to the R&D shop.
As yesterday it was Ace Rogers in the number 9. Today, Robert Pollard in the 98. As, okay, guys, come on. Don't wreck with a 5-car pack.
Yeah, he held up that pack.
We have packs forming here. As this is your lead pack for the win. Stephen Pollard third, Tim Randolph, Henry Sanford in it, Chris Louvier, one of the noteworthy guys in this lead draft. Zachary Fitzwater's up there.
Whoa, my God, they're chasing each other up the hill trying to side draft.
George as well. Bill Brack Jr. and Vince Amarego, although they are side by side, are in this lead pack. It is a 16-car lead draft right now here at Talladega.
It's not going to last long if they're racing like this.
Well, on the bright side, they're down at 3 wide racing, and I don't think they've got a big enough pack to really go 4 wide.
That's good.
So I think they are safe. I think they might just battle a lot, but they might get sorted out. These guys definitely too small to wreck.
There's the Red Bull cars.
These guys are just kind of running all on their own, trying to figure out who's got what. Steve Pollard finally found someone he can draft with. It's Bern Patterson.
Once again, the retirement tour going to crap.
Chris Washer is way off the pace. Henry Sanford now to second as they battle for third, though.
Looks like those two are the best 2 cars in the track. And how ironic that Henry is pushing Steven after killing him in qualifying a couple months ago.
You were saying?
Well, exactly. There's Henry screwing over Steven again.
As the 2 Toyotas go at it, Henry Sanford trying to look to get Michael Waltrip Racing their 2nd win in the season. And go figure, it would be one of the races that none of his teammates actually make the race. So, as both the 55 and 44 DNQ'd.
The Richmond winner, the 42 won somewhere. I believe it was Texas.
Texas.
Yes.
3 wide yet again for second, as Henry Sanford's going to love seeing that. 3 rows deep of 3.
William Duncan is definitely not winning this season. I can confirm that.
Yes.
21 laps to go here. They're 0 blocking up the hill right there.
At least trying to. They're going to crowd each other down that back straightaway right now.
Gotta do what you gotta do to hold the track position. It's been Ozcon in this pack. He's the only guy below top 30 in this lead pack.
I'm just kind of confirming that one. I think you're right. Yeah. So good day for Ozcon if he can hang on to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Tim Randolph going to go to second and might be Chasers 1, 2, 3 here in a moment.
Remember this, like I mentioned, 60 is consistently sneakily fast. They need to get that mojo back to help them get in the chase. As the 60 is peaking right there.
And Mark George trying to go for third right now on the 20 of Preston Floyd. Here comes Randolph.
Yep, to the bottom. Here comes the number 60. Yeah, a 3 wide block up the hill. There's Henry Sanford. Here comes Deaver on the bottom.
Deaver won at Pigs Creek just a few weeks ago.
Has help from his teammate right there. Whoa, they're racing each other way too hard up the hill.
Almost. Okay, I stand corrected. By the way, 01 does not have the Earnhardt stripes on it.
Okay, so it's again Carswick. Whoa, oh, Henry, no.
Henry up towards the wall. They're starting to catch the 77 of Henry Williams, or sorry, the 49 of Zachary DeLello.
That's gonna mess up this whole pack.
And he is 26 miles an hour off the pace with his damage. Oh my gosh, the 2 Caterpillar cars nearly making contact.
Yeah, that's not a good team meeting right there.
especially considering one of those two Caterpillar cars is in the chase and the other one is not.
Oh God, look at Cole Deaver playing it smart right there, going up the hill to anticipate the 49. That's genius.
Well, it's a genius play right now, but remember, he's also losing spots right now as well.
Oh, what are you doing?
And DeLello will block the 60, so here comes Zach Rogers. There's Cole Deaver.
Now watch, this is going to be a huge wreck. If somebody gets belong, that's 49. If he tries to go up and block, that's going to be death. Right there.
Boy. He's going to block the 10, who wasn't alongside of him yet when he made that move.
And does the 49 try to cut down? Oscon's going to survive this.
I think all of these guys will survive it. It's just they're going to
Mark George gets screwed over. Henry gets screwed over.
Levi McIntyre now going for second. Doesn't have any help as of yet. So Oscon goes to the outside.
Remember last season, the 29 team celebrated their owner's title, so been kind of a disappointing.
Be a good rebound for them to get a win here today if they can.
For sure, as Fitzwater, he won early in the season trying to get a rebound. Oh God, another lap car.
Yep, they're catching Chris Washer. Here they go for round 2 of lap cars.
And they're not going to do a good job at Oh man, I don't know.
Randolph's going to go up to the high side this time.
And that's actually going to play smart. He lost some speed, but got the momentum as everybody's going to gain back.
He's going to get a ton of ground here. Look at this. The 99's not even closing up with the outside of the 5.
The 5's going to block that lane right there. That's going to slow him up. And everybody... Oh,
wide.
No. Oh, God. Washer, what are you doing?
The defending champion not able to get out of the way.
As Oscon to the bottom.
Now he blocks the points leader. That might be intentional. I don't know.
Just like his teammate did last season to help to win the title.
Here comes Mark George now up into the fray.
As another lap car up there. Man, this is just the lap car central here.
Yep. None of the other the second pack hasn't caught up yet as they're still trying to clear Washer. That is Mark George and Cole Deaver still behind the 5.
Tim Randolph, look at the 60 car. I don't believe has won in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series, so this is a good run for them.
I'm willing to bet you're wrong on that.
I don't think the 60 won last season.
I think they did. Troy Kane?
Yeah.
I think they won. So they're catching Anderson.
Anderson goes low. Look at Oscon.
Oscon to the lead in the 29.
Oh God! Oh, can we get him a resource? Diecast so he wins.
Pollard to second. Shelley third. As now the 88 pulls up to the outside. As just as soon as that was said, 23 Stephen Pollard third, going for the race lead.
Good job by Pollard right there. Taking the lead right there, trying to get a win in the Bill Davis car. He's not returning to Bill Davis next season, so trying to get a last hurrah in the last 5 races.
As Amy Shelley looking for second right now, as the battle currently is for 5th, actually, as Henry Sanford, Zachary Fitzwater, and Vince Almarigo battle for it.
Louvier's still up there too.
Yeah, that 01 car just kind of sitting in the back of it and just kind of looking.
I don't know if they're going to catch anybody else in the next 14 laps. But
I would imagine so.
Yeah, Steve Pollard, his championship hopes are done after this race.
As the 70 has fallen back into this pack, so there's now 3 cars that you would imagine would have been more drafting together, really, than battling.
Yeah.
17 to 70 just battling for the 32nd position, or 31st position, I should say.
I wonder if Steven's running the Coca-Cola car.
As there is the race leader.
Yeah,
now we've got a pack once again.
Yeah, about a 10 car pack.
Right there is their single file around the bottom.
What do we run, the junior line?
No, that would be up against the wall. And now here we go. Tim Randolph the first to make a move down the back straight away.
Yep, they're following the TNR guys.
To be fair, at least I would almost think that at this point a single file line wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Basically ensure that you guys are going to be battling by yourselves. Oh, I say
Very
that.
true.
I mean, they're 1.6 seconds up on the secondary pack, which is
Yep.
Levi McIntyre, William Duncan, Cole Deaver, Zach Rogers, Mark George, and Mohamed Zain Abdullah, who are all affected by the lap car.
I can't believe the one car is actually doing something. It's impressive. Henry Sanford up to fourth.
Tim Randolph currently in third, as there are few chasers still up here in this pack. You have Chris Louvier, Bill Brack Jr. still up here, as well as, never mind, that's Fitzwater. They actually have the
Another
same scheme this week.
Patterson pulled a big gap on them. Where's
Patterson's
Patterson?
gone. Ignition issues on the 98.
17 might have the ignition issue too. Who knows?
17's on pit lane.
Hey, they have to pit? Oh god, here comes round two.
We're not sure if that was scheduled or not. Who knows? We didn't see the actual pit stop.
Steve Pollard, what a legend.
As gonna end up blocking Henry Sanford.
Yep, and that's gonna allow. Wow, the 23 is gonna have a big advantage here if they get by the 70 clean.
He does, and now the 12. Oh boy. Steve actually moved up right in front of the 60, and I don't think he was entirely clear, but Randolph cut him a break.
For sure. That's the 70
Oh,
trying.
Osborne, what are you doing?
He tried. Told you,
Louvier
Gene.
clears, gets underneath the 29 now. Randolph also gets underneath the 33.
Yep. Stephen Paul third, checking out.
Amy Shelley in second. Henry Sanford right now in third in that Burger King Toyota.
Yep, as we have 10 laps to go here, it's going to get interesting.
Sanford was 104 points back coming in.
We've only seen... Oh, sorry, Charles. We've only seen 3 wrecks this weekend, too, so that's probably a record low for this track.
Fortunately for Sanford, 104 is a little bit too much to really realistically make up in one race, but it's still possible as Amy Shelley goes for the race lead. For Sanford, he really needs to get up there, lead some laps, and possibly win this race if he's going to have any shot at taking over the points lead here today.
As Pollard, here comes 3-by for the lead.
And he's listening to me apparently because he makes the move on Amy Shelley. I don't think he's going to be able to lead this lap though. I might have been wrong.
So if Henry wins, that means 2 Sanfords to go back to back.
And had that been the finish,
That would have been incredible.
Patterson is 2 laps down on the 17. Zach DeLello is now the next lap car for the race leaders to pass.
They're going to get him for the other race. They're doing 197. He's doing 170. Oh, one's not in the lead draft anymore. They fell and back out of the field.
Well, remember, he got caught up behind one of the lap cars.
Yep,
There's
as everybody.
the one. That's
There's
at
the
top
set.
15. Where's the who?
I said, no, I saw the 70 back there. He's not on the lead lap. Now the guessing game is when they catch the 49.
Yep.
It's Plord here. Plord won earlier in the season, trying to get a second win. So for Fitzwater, so for Pollard, everybody up here has a win this year, going for another one.
Fitzwater doesn't have a win this season.
Yeah, he won at Twin Rig.
Sanford won, I know that. Plord won at Ontario.
Fitzwater swept the weekend in Ontario. Ontario Twin Rig.
No, Twin Ring.
Yeah.
Steven at South Boston, Almarigo most recently of this group. Amy Shelley won Richmond. Field's starting to slow down. Oh, that's why they're starting to slow down. I thought they were starting to slow down because of a caution. No, they cut the 49.
Plord getting the best break out of that.
Yep, he's going to clear the lap traffic down the back straightaway, and this is exactly what that secondary pack needed, was a lap car. Look at the run the 8 got.
8 back in the pack there,
Nowhere
but
to
that's
go with it, though.
Oh, one's back in the lead pack, too. They're going to catch another lap car up here, too. I can't see who it is. No, that's the 5.
Chris Washer.
They're going to get him for the end of the race, too. So it's not over yet.
As right now, if these guys start to battle, that'll allow Preston Plord to just gap them, even with the draft. Although, here they come once again. Caution is out as it's Baron Patterson.
One lap shootout.
It definitely looks like as there's a spin down into turn number 1. And
Oh no. Oh no. We're racing back.
No, they just took it.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh god. Whoa.
Oh, and Amy Shelley.
They saw that coming. Oh god. Oh, you know what's gonna happen? Look who's in the middle of the pack.
Oh no.
Wow, that's a screw job and a half.
And so with that, let's take a look back at what happened to Baron Patterson. And we're back. Here's what happened going down turn number 1. Kyle Matthews is like about 13 miles an hour up on the 17. Tries to go for it into turn number 1. Patterson closes the door, not realizing how quick the closing gap distance was, and around goes the R&L Carriers Ford.
Whoa.
Down the track he came, and lucky to have not been hit, especially by his own teammate there, Delon Ebrahimian.
And once again, Kyle Matthews, for the second straight days in a row, takes somebody out.
With that, let's get you back to the restart. And we're back. Baron Patterson took his car behind the wall due to a clutch issue on the car. One lap shootout here at Talladega to decide a winner as Preston Plord leads Stephen Paul III, Amy Shelley, Bill Brack Jr., Henry Sanford, Mark George, Chris Louvier, William Duncan, Samet Ozkan,
Ramp.
and Cole Deaver is the top 10. Zachary Fitzwater, Vince Almerigo. At this point, actually, I'm just going to... These guys are probably not going to have much of a shot at winning, so I'm just going to show you guys where they are at so you can see where your favorite driver is. Look up in the top right screen for their running position.
So the 49 is going to cost everybody 9th on back the win. So it's going to be interesting who can get the run on the final lap. If the 49 goes high, that would be very preferred.
That'd be great.
As if you sound this, me and Charles are dead. So we're going to try to call this lap last lap.
So I'll say it this way, just because it doesn't matter at this point. This would be the third one to go up. We have recorded the entire Talladega weekend. Every video you have seen this weekend, we have recorded literally in the last like 3 hours. We started at 10 o'clock my time. It's now going on 1 o'clock.
And it's 4 o'clock my time, so I am deader than a fly.
And both of us, I think, we're up somewhat early. I've been up since 5 a.m. on Thursday, so.
I've been up since 9, so.
As pace car pulls off, we're set to go for a one-lap shootout here in the Blue Hope 500. I'm also trying to keep it quiet because somewhat quiet because it is going on 1 a.m. and everyone else in my house is asleep. So that's another thing that's going against it. As
they were
we
all
are green once again.
Car goes.
It's actually going to be Cole Deaver that goes high on the 49.
So, that's going to be it. That's Amy Shelley trying to pass high right there. Whoa, look.
Fitzwater was unable to pass the 49, so it's a 10-car shootout, basically.
Can Braxton, look at this. Oh my god, can Braxton push Pollard and it'd be a Caterpillar 1-2? That'd be incredible. And Pollard, here we go.
Braxton. It's Braddock.
Braddock. Oh, Caterpillar 1-2. What is...
I think Braddock would like to get the win more. Here comes Mark George.
Be a good teammate, Braddock.
I mean, Braddock's the one that's in the chase. He's the one with everything on the line. He's the one fighting for a championship. Off turn number 4, going into the tri-oval. And yet again going to be content to run second as no one wants to make a move at any point this weekend. Stephen Paul III will win yet again. He wins the Blue Hope 500.
And a 1-2 for Bill Davis, Caterpillar 1-2. What an amazing result for that team. Let's go. Chris Louvier 4th. RIMP championships hopes for anybody who crashed today.
As he will extend his lead even farther. Bill Braddock Jr. was 103 back. He'll gain points, but not many.
And now Stephen Paul III has won at every single type of track in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series. I think he might be the all-time winner now. The all-time winner. Getting close to that mark.
No.
He's up to 7 wins now, I think. I don't know. 6. I won 3 times in season 1. I won twice last year. This is my
No.
second win. Yeah.
No, Robert Pollard won 3 times.
Hold on, I don't know exact total, but
You
hold
won
on. Let's.
twice last season. It's your second one this one.
Yeah, but I won in season 1.
You did win in season 1, but you didn't win 3 times.
Let's see.
Either way, congrats to Stephen Paul III on the win. Top 10 today. Behind him, Bill Brack Jr., Mark George, Chris Olivier, William Duncan Cement, Ozcon, Cole Deaver, Henry Sanford, Preston Plord, and Amy Shelley. Showing the bottom of the grid. Stephen, your final thoughts.
It was definitely a good race, good win to Stephen Paul III. He had the best car and a good run. It was pretty cool to see the same paint schemes finish 1-2. That was a that was very interesting. Good run for Louvier. That's gonna have Ozcon with one of his best grip finishes in his career. Amy Shelley came home 10th. Mohamed Zainadul finally put together a good race in the series to actually do something, and this is actually Steven's sixth win because he won twice season 1. So he's done winning this year for sure.
I told you he didn't win 3 times.
So he's 2 wins behind Jackson. But
Yep.
anyways, Matt Dixon 17th after starting in the back, and Steve Pollard, Dylan Young, and Chris Walsh's Chase Hopes are done.
Well, maybe realistically, no one will be mathematically eliminated after today's race. So, still anything can happen, even with just 4 races left to go. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm Gordon Fan1091. This has been a production of the NRSL. Go check out NASCARnumbersite.org, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.